For qualified parents, a block grant provided by the federal government to help cover daycare costs could be a lifesaver. But for some daycares that participate in the program, receiving the funds on time has become a bit of a nightmare. This isn't the first time Ross White, Vice President of the Guam Child Care Development Association and owner of Kittyland Daycare in Dededo, has spoken out about the delays.
I'm not the only daycare that I've spoken to. A lot of them have been calling me, and basically there was a lot of people get paid on the first of the month, and there's a lot of daycare employees, not just here at Kittyland, that are still waiting for their paychecks.
In the past, the delays were traced back to the Department of Public Health, the agency that is responsible for providing the vouchers for payment. And while White says the Department of Public Health still isn't entirely blameless, the latest holdup has come from the Department of Administration.
It turned out that Public Health had submitted the bulk of them. They were logged in at DOA on 2/16, which is fairly timely for Public Health. However, DOA, nothing happened.
Nothing happened, White found out, because personnel at DOA, he says, were off-island on medical leave. When White's checks for January services were again late, he reached out to Senator Adolfo Palacios, who took up the matter with DOA.
The reason why it's not processed because the individual that's assigned primarily to handle those things is either on leave or not available to do that.
An excuse that may be hard for White to swallow, considering he is owed over $50,000 of block grant money and says the late fees are mounting due to the continuously untimely payments, essentially killing his business slowly.
It's a slow strangulation, basically. We've talked before, and most of our expenses here are payroll and payroll taxes. That's about 2/3 to 3/4 of a daycare's income goes right back out into the community in payroll. And what it means for us right now when these are late is that we can't pay our taxes and we pay big penalties.
Deputy Director of DOA, George Santos, confirms the delays resulted due to the employee in the Federal Branch Accounting Unit of DOA, who is tasked with drawing down the funds for block grant payments, being off-island. Their supervisor was off-island as well, attending training. Santos has assured us the checks for vouchers submitted by the Department of Public Health for White and other daycare owners will be cut no later than Wednesday. He says the delay was a result of a series of unforeseen events and is not expected to happen again in the future. For White and other daycare owners, it's a promise their businesses may be depending on. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Lanny Walker.